Concrete, now with 100% less heartbreak, 200% more sanity, and 0% Fundi-induced blood pressure. Let's have an honest conversation. Building a house in Kenya the traditional way is less of a construction project and more of a spiritual pilgrimage. It starts with buying timber. Lots of timber. Enough timber to make an entire forest submit a complaint to NEMA. Then comes shuttering. A process so long you'll celebrate Christmas, Easter, Madaraka Day, and probably your anniversary before anyone even mentions removing the formwork. Meanwhile, your cement bags begin disappearing one by one. Nobody knows how. Your watchman swears he was just going to answer nature's call. Your Fundi says, "Boss, alikawa hapa." Your neighbor insists he saw nothing despite somehow knowing exactly how many bags you've lost. At this point you're not building a house. You're financing a mystery series. Enter Newpack Creations beam and block flooring. Imagine if building a floor worked like giant Lego blocks. Except these ones don't hurt when you step on them. No endless timber. No shuttering drama. No waiting until your grandchildren inherit the project. Just precision-made pre-stressed concrete beams, lightweight blocks, and a floor that comes together so quickly you'll begin wondering whether your Fundi has secretly been slowing down every previous project just to enjoy more tea breaks. Why you need this, unless stress is your favorite hobby. Faster than a matatu escaping traffic police. Traditional slab? Step 1. Step 2. Wait. Wait some more. Wait because it rained. Wait because it's too sunny. Wait because someone forgot the vibrator. Wait because the carpenter disappeared to buy nails and somehow ended up attending a cousin's ratio in Nairi. Beam and block? Lay the beams. Fit the blocks. Done. While your neighbor is still arguing about whether the timber quotation included VAT, you've already started discussing curtain colors. By the time his slab is curing, yours is busy hosting a family barbecue complete with goat, soda, and that uncle who insists every house should have just one more bedroom. Acoustic insulation so good it could save marriages. Faster than a matatu escaping traffic police. Traditional slab? Step 1. Step 2. Wait. Wait some more. Wait because it rained. Wait because it's too sunny. Wait because someone forgot the vibrator. Wait because the carpenter disappeared to buy nails and somehow ended up attending a cousin's ratio in Nairi. Beam and block? Lay the beams. Fit the blocks. Done. While your neighbor is still arguing about whether the timber quotation included VAT, you've already started discussing curtain colors. By the time his slab is curing, yours is busy hosting a family barbecue complete with goat, soda, and that uncle who insists every house should have just one more bedroom. Acoustic insulation so good it could save marriages. Ever lived downstairs while someone upstairs apparently trains elephants at midnight? Not anymore. Our beam and block system dramatically reduces sound transmission. Your children can practice TikTok dances upstairs. Your tenant can watch football downstairs. Someone can host a kesha. Someone else can call their ex at 2:43 a.m. to ask why they're online but not replying. You'll hear almost nothing. It's so peaceful you'll start checking whether everyone moved out without telling you. Theft-proof enough to make thieves hold a board meeting. Traditional materials disappear like politicians after campaign season. Timber? Gone. Nails? Gone. Wheelbarrow? Gone. Your favorite shovel? Last seen in 2024. But a 4-meter pre-stressed concrete beam? Who's stealing that? Unless the thief arrives with a crane, a low loader, 6 very determined cousins, reflective jackets, traffic police clearance, an escort vehicle, and paperwork convincing enough to fool your watchman. Those beams are staying exactly where you left them. Even the most ambitious thief will look at one and quietly whisper, "Hi, ni kazi ya serikali." Save money without performing financial miracles. Every extra day on site costs money. Workers need tea. Then mandazzi. Then lunch. Then transport. Then something kidogo. Then another something kidogo. Eventually you're paying motivational allowances for people whose biggest achievement that week was leaning on a shovel while discussing Arsenal. Beam and block reduces labor time dramatically. Less time on site. Less timber. Less formwork. Less concrete. Less stress. More money remaining in your pocket where it belongs. Your accountant might actually smile. Weather? We respect it, but we don't fear it. Traditional construction treats rain like the final boss in a video game. One cloud appears. Everything stops. Everyone disappears. Someone says, "Boss, Leo Hachuwezi." Beam and block? Sun? Fine. Clouds? Fine. Rain threatening your happiness? Still fine. Your beams were cured long before they reached site. Mother Nature is welcome to watch. She no longer controls the schedule. Strong enough that even the earth has to respect it. Life is unpredictable. Traffic. Fuel prices. Power outages. Your cousin asking to borrow money for the 5th consecutive month. The ground occasionally reminding everyone who's actually in charge. That's why our pre-stressed beam and block system is engineered for strength and structural performance. When the earth decides to dance a little, your floor isn't interested in joining the choreography. Because faith is important. Proper engineering is also important. The two work exceptionally well together. Hide everything except your success. Those hollow blocks aren't just empty space. They're perfect for electrical conduits. Water pipes. Internet cables. Drainage. Future upgrades. Even that emergency chocolate supply you're protecting from children who can locate hidden snacks faster than the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. Everything stays neat. Everything stays organized. Visitors will assume your contractor studied architecture in Europe. No one needs to know he measured half the site by saying, "Hey Poetatashana." Traditional construction versus beam and block. Traditional slab says, "We'll finish next month." Beam and block says, "What color should we paint the ceiling?" Traditional slab says, "We need more timber." Beam and block says, "We needed less from the beginning." Traditional slab says, "We need more labor." Beam and block says, "We're already installing." Traditional slab says, "We have a small delay." 3 months later. They're still explaining the delay. Stop building like it's 1924. Seriously. We've sent people to space. Cars can park themselves. Phones can translate languages instantly. Yet some people are still building floors exactly the way their great-grandfather did when tea cost 3 cents and Nairobi had more donkeys than roundabouts. It's time to upgrade. Stop sacrificing forests. Stop financing endless shuttering. Stop treating every slab like it's a 4-season Netflix series. Build faster. Build stronger. Build quieter. Build smarter. Most importantly, build before your children inherit the project and begin introducing visitors by saying, "This is Dad's future living room." Construction started during my primary school years. The new pack guarantee. Our floors are tougher than a Nairobi landlord hearing the words, "Can we negotiate the rent?" They're calmer than your grandmother during family drama. They're more dependable than that one neighbor who always has a ladder. They're engineered to deliver thermal comfort, acoustic performance, structural strength, and freedom from shuttering drama. Because building a home should create memories, not blood pressure. Ready to build like you live in 2026? Don't let your construction site become an archaeological excavation where future generations discover 3 abandoned wheelbarrows, 47 bent nails, and 1 permanently missing fundi. Stop funding timber merchants more than your own dream. Stop supervising people who suddenly become invisible whenever it's time to lift heavy things. Stop pretending your 6th site inspection this week is about quality control when everyone knows you mainly came for roasted maize and gossip. Send us your floor plan today. We'll prepare a free quotation and free materials estimate, helping you save time, money, and enough stress to keep your hairline exactly where it belongs. New pack creation. We provide the